Hi guys, welcome back to another GGF video review. Today we will be reviewing the Chaser A31 case from Thermaltake. I'll just quickly go over the box now and we'll see what's inside. Okay, here's the box now. It's got the same logo on this side and the other side, but the main side is just this one here, which has the some of the info on it. I'll just go through what we got there, and you can pause the video on it if needed. So it's just got the model, part number, the dimensions. It's 6.5 kilos. It's got a transparent side panel. Its color is black. It's got a bit of blue decal on the front, and we have the cooling systems in it. So we got two 120 mil fans. You get one in the front, one in the back, which are supplied, but it can take two in the front all up, one in the rear, and it's got two at the top. You can use for 120s or just one 140. None at the top is supplied, and it has a bottom optional 120 mil fan, and they're all 25 mil thickness, the ones that come in there. Dry bays, it's got 3 Cd-Rom Bays, and it comes with 6 3.5 inch hard drive bays, and I believe you do get an adapter to put some SSDs and hard drives in one of the Cd-Rom Bays. It's got 7 expansion slots. It takes your standard ATX board. It won't take any of your extended ATX or your HPTX boards and whatnot. So standard power supply. I'll test that later on and see the length we can get for a power supply. I'm pretty sure it'll take all sizes, and it'll take a CPU cooler up to 160 mil high. I'll go through that a little bit later on, and it will take a 410 mil video card, which has to take out the top hard drive rack, and with it in, it'll take a 290 mil. So I'll measure those sizes once I get a board in and that. So what I'll do now is we'll just take it out and we'll go over the case and see what it looks like. Alright, I've taken it straight out of the box now, and this is how it comes. As you can see, it has this clear protective plastic on the inside and outside of the Perspex. Just saves it from getting scratched when the manufacturer is shipping it, so that's good to see. Moving on to the top, we've got your black mesh that looks nice. That covers your two 120 mil fans or your single 140. Moving over a bit, we have this little compartment here. It's got these lines on it, sort of a non-slip surface, so you can put like your phone, your wallet, keys, any coins. If you're at a LAN, you can just put some gear on there, which is good. Just something to keep some gear in place. Alright, moving on to the front, we have your left to right, we have your power button, your hard drive LED, your reset button, your microphone and headphone port, and 2 USB 3 ports, which is good to see. On the front we have all these covers that look exactly the same, but at the moment only 3 of them are actual CD-ROM bays, and the rest are just covers that go over the hard drive bays, and the hard drive bays actually slide in from the side panel. So they just kept the same design to make it look neat all the way through, which I think looks great, instead of just stopping at 3 and then just putting some random plastic or mesh down below. Now the other side panel, just your standard right side panel you see on most cases, nothing there. Okay, onto the back. We have your 120 mil fan there. Your I/O shield goes there. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 PCI slots. It won't fit a ginormous board that has 9 or 10, but this case isn't designed for it. We also have 2 water cooling tube holes, which is good to see if you want to put a radiator on the back, and then your power supply goes in there. We'll test to see how long we can fit them, but I'm pretty sure it'll fit the longest power supplies there is. Also, it's got this nice mesh filter that goes nearly all the way to the front. So this will cover your fan in your power supply, and the fan if you mount one down on the bottom as well. So also it's got a nice black finish, which is great. This is a sub $100 case, so it is in the budget range, but it's nice to see it's black, and it feels like a nice coating as well. Alright, moving on to the bottom. Okay, it's got these nice feet, these really sturdy feet. It's got lots of rubber on, which is good. It's nice to see the feet sort of raise it up a bit, so it looks good. Get some airflow under it, and it's once again this filter you can see here, which runs all the way along just about, and it's good to see that it is hot swappable. Okay, I'll just open up the side panel. Another good thing with these similar Thermaltake cases and this one is they give you the screws that don't actually come all the way out of the side panel, they just undo a bit and then they stop because the thread does not go all the way. That just saves you from losing your screws, which I always do. Moving on, we have this bag with some random bits. I'll go over that in a bit, and then we have all your internal wiring. So I'll go over each one of those. I'll grab the camera, I'll go more inside, and I'll go over the Cd-Rom bays and the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hard drive bays. Okay, just going over it a bit closer now. So here are your 6 hard drive bays here. So I'll just grab one out, so they just slide straight out like that. Hard drive just goes in there and then it just slides back in. These aren't hot swap, the case wasn't designed to be hot swap. And then we just got your 3 CD-ROM covers there, so you pop it in and when a CD-ROM's in there it'll just click in like that and then lock in place. Moving over to some of the connectors you get with it, so I'll see if we can get a shot on some of these. So now these are just your standard fan headers here, 1, 2, and then we've got a audio here, which is good to see, having HD audio for the front connectors that goes to your motherboard. We also have USB 3 connector that goes straight onto your board. Not many sub $100 cases do that. You have to run it out the back through a hole and then into the USB 3 on the external ports. And then over here we have your power, and I'll try and get a shot on that. We have your power and reset and ID light and all those there as well. So it's nice to see that they're black. Sometimes they have those random bright colors, so if you're trying to keep your case nice and neat, it's always hard to hide those as well. We'll just go over some more, go around the insides of the case a bit more, and we'll just see what there's a fan there. I believe that's an LED fan. We'll fire that up later when I get the system in it, and we'll see how that looks. Pretty much everything looks pretty much standard. Good airflow through here for the 2 front fans to continue going through. It looks like you can fit as long as a power supply as you like. There's nothing stopping that really. Moving on to the front, let's see what we've got. I might actually just pull out this cover. I believe you just pull it and it comes out like most of them do these days. And then you can see now a bit better like that, and then it comes as one fan there, so you can put another one there. And then I'll show you the layout on here, so you can see the top 3 there are the removable ones, and the bottom ones you probably still can remove the bottom ones, but they're just not as easy to remove it as the top 3. And then also the top comes off as well, so I'll pull this off as well. Just put your hand in here like this, and then off it comes like that. And now you can see the amount of room you've got at the top here like that. And then that's just the inside of that there, and then the other side there. So I'll just pop that back on there, and then they just simply just clip on, and then you just push them down like that, and then they just go in. And then same with the front one as well. So what I'll do now is I'll just go in on this little bag that came with some gear. Okay, I've taken everything out of that little accessory bag you've got. These are all the accessories you get with this case. From left to right you get the little manual. It's just a quick guide on telling you what goes where your hard drive, CD-ROM goes, your power supply and things like that. So I think most of you are probably aware how to install a system in a case by now. We got a bag of screws, which is good. I've had a look, I think everything's in there you need. They're all black, which is good, so it'll go well with the black paint on the case. This is a CD-ROM cover here. It goes in one of the CD-ROM bays, and it will allow you to install a floppy drive if you still use one. I guess it's also good if you're running sort of a hot swap drive system. You can buy other brands, and you can have ones that just have a hard drive slide straight in, so I guess that could come in pretty handy for that. And now this little interesting device here, I had to check the manual for this. This is a hard drive converter for a CD-ROM bay. It takes up one CD-ROM bay, and you can put a hard drive up the top in this compartment, but it also allows you to put 2 SSDs sort of under it down below. So I've just got an SSD here. So you have a look, that just slides right in like that, and then you can put the other one in this side here like that, and then they both go in, and it just slides, actually just slides a little bit further like that. Screw them both in. So for one CD-ROM drive bay, you can have 2 SSDs and a hard drive, or a floppy drive instead of the hard drive. So that's pretty sweet there, which is kind of handy. Okay, I'll go and put a system in this case now, and I'll let you know how it all goes. Okay, there's everything in there. Now, it fits in there really nice. Plenty of cable management holes, as you can see there, around the bottom and the top. So I'll start from the bottom with the power supply. This is a relatively small power supply, but as you can see, you could probably go pretty much all the way to the end if needed, and there's the 200mm mark there, so it'll fit pretty much any power supply you want. You just wouldn't be able to put that fan on the bottom there, which isn't really that important. So as for the video card, this is a relatively small one. There's the 200 mark there, so if you do need to fit a real long one in, you just have to take out the this dry bay compartment, so you lose those 3 there. Okay, moving up a bit, plenty of holes up there, really good for keeping all your cables out of the way. So there's the ground clearance there, plenty of airflow underneath. Okay, I'll just spin it around now and we can see the back. I did just take the side panel off, I had it on before, so there is plenty of room to get all these cables in. They just push flat. I didn't really spend any time getting the back really neat. I don't really bother too much with that, but we'll see if we can see there's the gap there. I'll see if we can see that straight back there. So it's not a whole lot, but it's just enough to get your cables there. So you don't want too much room, because then you'll just have a thicker case, so it's not really a necessity to have that. And there's just the back ports there. Just spin it back around and we'll get another shot on that. Oh, one more thing is the motherboard cutout there. So if you do have a system already in here and you upgrade the cooler or downgrade it for some reason and you need to put a backplate on, you can do that with these without having to take the motherboard tray out, and you can see that's a fairly large size, so that's good to see there. Okay, there's another final shot. What I'll do now is I'll just power it up and we can see what it looks like with that blue LED on. Alright, system's on now. It's a really quiet system, I can't really hear anything at all. I don't think you'll be able to pick up anything with this external mic I've got on this camera, but I can tell you that it is really silent. Well, there are only 2 stock fans that come with it, so, and the ones on the CPU cooler are really quiet. So they do come up a bit purple, because that's what happens with most cameras, so they are actually a really nice blue. Mainly just that one there, which comes with it. The CPU cooler ones I bought, and they come on the CPU cooler. So I do have a mechanical hard drive. You probably can't hear that either, but it is ticking away. And then the fan on the front isn't an LED fan, it's just a standard one. And we'll just have a look at the front controls there. Get a shot on that. It's gonna let me. There we go. And that's just how the power LED looks there, and the hard drive one is next to it, which is blinking away randomly. Alright, I think that's pretty much everything on this case. Everything went in fine, no dramas for a sub $100 case. I think it's great. It's black, it's got all the features you need, plenty of hard drives and all that. So yeah, thanks for watching, and if you're interested in checking out this case, it'll be at the next GGF, and we have a few more cases as well. We have a Snow GT Snow edition there. That's our high-end case, which is decked out pretty good. This case here, or this system here, is our budget rig, which we have on show. So come down, check it out, and ask us any questions. But thanks for watching.